What's up guys, this is KaBaaH WG and this is episode 1 of a series that I'm going to be doing for the remainder of Modern Warfare 3, and it's just simply called MOAB's KaBaaH. If anybody can think of a better title that I can use, then can you please post a comment, but at the moment I'm just going to go simple, and it's mainly not just going to be typical gameplay commentary of me getting a MOAB, because plenty of people already do that already. I'm going to go through map breakdowns of kill confirmed, so this one is on C-Town, but it's not really a breakdown because I'm not going to be doing what I am going to be doing in other videos, which is going to be including diagrams to show spawn points, where you should be pushing, where you shouldn't be pushing, what areas of the map you need to be holding to get like a successful kill streak. And the good thing about this series is, yes, I do get a MOAB. I'm going to be getting a MOAB in all of these videos, and it can be used for you to get MOABs, but even if you're not that level of a player, they can be used to simply show spawn points and help you improve your game and show you why you might be dying quite a lot. So if you're staying away from your team and you're not looking at your mini-map and you're pushing areas that you shouldn't be, you'll be learning from this. And even if you're not understanding why you shouldn't be doing things, then if you still stick to the tips, then ultimately you'll improve as a player, if you understand where I'm coming from. So mainly what I'd be doing on C-Town is controlling this top building right here that I'm in right now. And if you watch the video, staying here for the majority of the game. I was going to push out a lot more than this, but seeing as I was already on a high kill streak and I was using support, I wanted to try and get this as a gameplay just so I could show why this is such a power position on the map. And mainly why this is such a good position is because you're cutting off quite a lot of spawn points from here. You're cutting off the enemy from spawning on this whole side of the map. So by the truck, I don't think they'll spawn in the lighthouse building near the well either. And I don't think they'll spawn in the other back right corner. They'll tend to stick near the left hand side of the map if you've got control of this top building, unless the whole of your team is pushed on the other side of the map and you're left alone. But that's something you're going to have to adapt to. And that's one thing I'd advise, is not just staying in an area for the whole game. If you get, like say, 3 or 4 kills in an area, it's not necessarily going to be good if your whole team's on the other side of the map and the enemies are spawning not on top of you but with you, and they're putting you in a bad situation. If that's happening, you should be able to realise that and push away from that area. And that's why I think this area is so good, is because it stops any enemies from spawning near you. And even if you're not with your team, or even if you're with a few members of the team, see, I'm only with one person up here. We're still cutting off the spawns from this whole side of the map, and they're spawning in the back red building. And I know that this might be quite hard for you to understand if you don't know which areas I'm on about, but that's why I'm going to try and use diagrams. But seeing as this is an introductory video to this series, I just want to talk about what I'm going to be doing, and I've mainly gone through that now, as well as spawn breakdowns and where you should be going. I might go through classes to be using on certain maps, not just which classes are the best in the game, but which classes are effective on certain maps, because on this map you don't want to be running around with a UMP silenced if you want to just hold this top area of the map if your team has already got control of it, because it's really not good from long range. Even if you've played in a game before on Dome and you've seen someone running around with a UMP silence, it's not the best gun from every map, and that's something that you need to realise, is that guns aren't going to be good on every map. You need to adapt to like the maps that you're on. And it's not just a UMP silenced and an ACR, a UMP silence is adaptable to long ranges, and an ACR can be used up close. They're not really extremes, but if you go say a PP90 silence and a sniper is going to be much more effective on a map like Interchange or Downturn, I think the map's called. Then on Dome, even if it is more fun to use a sniper on Dome, it's not going to be as effective. And I hope you've learned something from that. That's just a quick introductory video, and you can expect more of this type of video to come, but with more in-depth breakdowns of the maps. And thanks for watching.